I will work in partnership. We will take down barriers and cut red tape, including at the state and local levels. And by the end of my first term, we will end America's housing shortage by building 3 million new homes and rentals that are affordable for the middle class.
Honestly, I've been saying this for a very long time. We need more houses. More houses would increase supply. And if we increase supply, then prices of houses don't have to go up. And in fact, they might be able to fall. If we remove red tape and make it easier for builders to build homes and remove regulations from stopping them, like zoning laws and stuff like that, we can actually increase the supply of houses a lot easier than it would take to build a bunch of new homes or print a bunch of money to build new homes.
And we will make sure those homes actually go to working and middle class Americans, not just investors. Because, you know, some corporate landlords, some of them buy dozens, if not hundreds of houses and apartments. Then they turn them around and rent them out at extremely high prices. And it can make it impossible then for regular people to be able to buy or even rent a home. I will fight for a law that cracks down on these practices.
I have so many problems with this. I'm against BlackRock owning all these homes, but what I'm against is making them the big evil person in this scenario when it's not really them. Her and a lot of other people in government take money from people like Vanguard and BlackRock who fund their campaigns. But usually what ends up happening is they pass a law that on paper seems like it's hurting these corporations from taking advantage of you. But what ends up happening usually is that it ends up hurting the small mom and pop person from starting. For example, Bernie Sanders wanted to impose a tax of 25% on people who were selling a house within a short period of time, like 2 years maybe, basically to reduce flipping. Flipping is a huge part of the real estate market. It's a huge way a lot of people make money. It hurts entrepreneurship. It hurts the economy. But also, I want to touch on the fact that these landlords are buying houses and then increasing the rents to whatever they want. You can only do that if you own every house on the block or every house in the entire city or neighborhood. But that's not the worst part of this whole thing. Let's go back to her.
Also know that as the price of housing has gone up, the size of down payments have gone up as well. My administration will provide first-time home buyers with $25,000 to help with the down payment on a new home.
You heard all those stupid people cheering in the back? They're like, yay, $25,000. The government's going to come save me. Guys, if Kamala gives you $25,000 and she gives Joe $25,000 and she gives Jess $25,000, y'all are bidding for the same houses. What don't you understand? Let's say that the average down payment is 10%. $25,000 to 10% is $250,000 on the house price. That means houses can go up $250,000. Then it'll be even harder for people to qualify for homes. I don't care if this comes from a Democrat or Republican. If Trump said the same thing, I would be vocal about it. As always, I'm open to learning and hearing what your guys' opinions are. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm biased. I can be biased. I don't really like Kamala to begin with. But if you have counter arguments for why you think that these policy proposals are good in the short term and the long term, let me know. The first one is good. The other two are bad, in my opinion. The last one being extremely terrible.